Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Emily Haugen. Well, as the waters of the Mississippi rise, we are seeing its impacts in towns along the river. French Island officials are asking that only residents travel the island, and officials are encouraging residents to call 211 to learn more about safety precautions in floodwaters. News 8 Now's Anna Fisher will join us together at 10 to share what efforts are underway. And more roads are being closed in Prairie du Chien due to high river levels. As of this afternoon, the river levels down there were at 21.5 feet. It's predicted to reach 24.4 feet by next Saturday. Crawford County's High Water Commissioner has closed County Road K from Cliffwood Drive to State Highway 35 along the Mississippi due to flooding. County officials ask you stay out of the area unless you live on County Road K. A number of roads are also closed in Prairie du Chien. Sandbags and shelter are available in town for those who need it. We'll have a full list of roads and all that help you can get posted on our website. That is news8000.com.
All right, take a look at the latest stage at the Mississippi River in La Crosse. We are sitting at 15.49 feet. Major flood stage is 15.5. We have not hit that stage since 2001. Mark my words. When you join me at 10, it will be above major flood stage. I will promise you that. And you can see the top four right there. We've been showing this graphic the past several days just to kind of give you an idea as to where we are and what's happened in the past. Now we take a look here at the next several days. We'll go to 15.8 feet by the 25th. By the 27th, 16.1 feet. That'll be the crest. Then it starts to recede. Some good news. By the 30th, we'll see it drop down to 15.7 feet, and you see a lot of those red dots on the map. That's where we are seeing major or moderate flooding at this hour. But as we go into the next even several hours, those red dots will start to turn purple as those places and those sensors start to get in the major flooding category. And Emily, coming up in the first warn forecast, we have a little bit of good news. We don't have rain chances for the near future. After we get past Monday, we get a little bit of a break, but it's not a long break. But at this point, it's a break nonetheless.
All right, we'll take it.
Yeah, me too.
All right, thanks, Eric. Well, American diplomats and family members are now safely on their way out of Sudan via U.S. military planes. President Biden confirmed the evacuation late Saturday night through a statement. Officials also say the U.S. embassy in Khartoum is now closed. The decision to evacuate American personnel comes as fighting between rival military factions in Sudan has ramped up over the past week, with hundreds dead and thousands wounded. In recent days, additional U.S. military support was deployed near there in preparations for that potential evacuation of the embassy. And back here in the U.S. this weekend, campaigning for the 2024 Republican nomination was already underway, with former President Donald Trump participating remotely at an event in Iowa. But several potential challengers were also making the case for new leadership in the White House. Bradley Blackburn has more.
And I will continue to fight for our values.
Former President Donald Trump spoke via video to the Iowa Faith and Freedom Coalition Saturday night.
When we become the very important 47th president of the United States.
But some of his potential challengers for the Republican nomination were there in person, with the subject of abortion front and center.
The Supreme Court didn't turn the issue of abortion over to the states. They turned it over to the American people.
Former Vice President Mike Pence says he will finalize his plans within weeks, but former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson will announce his campaign Wednesday.
Our best opportunity is to have a new face, someone with consistent conservative leadership.
The lies of the left have been disproven by my life.
South Carolina Senator Tim Scott is also expected to enter the race, and so is Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who spoke in Utah Saturday at a Republican event.
Leaders take the bull by the horns and make the decisions for themselves.
Former President Trump was in Florida rallying supporters at a pizza place. Even as he faces criminal charges in New York and multiple other investigations, he has a powerful hold on some voters.
I'm on the Trump train all the way.
The GOP nominee is likely to face President Biden in 2024. Multiple sources tell CBS News the president may formally announce his re-election bid this week. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
And those sources tell CBS News that President Biden could announce Tuesday via a video message. That is the anniversary of when he announced his 2020 bid for the White House. And last night, advocate and author Ryan Hampton spoke at Viterbo to bring a voice to recovery. Hampton shared his story at Cooley Recovery Center's Voices of Recovery event fundraiser. That event was free to the public. Hampton says he's passionate about ending overdose crisis. And as a person in recovery, he says he feels solutions are possible. He says he speaks because he wants policymakers to know that.
We need legislators, policymakers to be listening to the recovery community, people in recovery, allies of the recovery community, because I believe they have the answers.
Hampton says there were nearly 107,000 drug overdoses last year. He believes those were preventable. He says places like the Cooley Recovery Center here in La Crosse are doing things right because the solution varies in every community. What communities need now, he says, is funding and momentum. Well, at Christ Episcopal Church this afternoon, a chorus welcomed spring with a powerful performance. The Viterbo Choral Arts Spring Concert brought a variety of styles of music to its concert in La Crosse today. The chorus is new this year. It boasts over 70 members of its choir. That includes Viterbo students, employees, and members of the community. Soprano Michelle Skemp says the group explores all kinds of music.
We explored a lot of different tonal qualities with pacham and singing overtones to even doing spirituals. So great opportunity for us to explore our instrument.
Offerings were also taken to help raise money for the church. Choral Arts' next concert is coming up on Sunday, May 7th. The chorus is open for anyone in the community to join in the future, so if you're interested, you can join next year's class this August. Coming up on News 8, a bobcat found itself in an unusual spot in one Wisconsin town. How police gave it a helping hand, coming up later. But first, gun sales are rising in the U.S. What has changed since the pandemic? Coming up next. Stay with us.
At Home Furniture's 4-day sale, get $100 bonus savings on any furniture or qualifying mattress purchase over $7.99. Plus, get 10% off sale prices when you spend $19.99 or more, and get 6-year special financing. The 4-day sale, Friday through Monday at Home Furniture.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's window and door replacement experts. Our superior quality, energy-saving windows and doors from the trusted brand of Renewal by Andersen are skillfully installed by certified technicians and backed by some of the strongest transferable warranties available. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 24 months. Visit myasherpromo.com today.
Has your pet been diagnosed with a cruciate ligament injury or torn ACL? Forget the inconvenience of travel and expense to a university. Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics in Holmen specializes in knee reconstruction using the TPLO. This is a gold standard that's been used by veterinarians for over 40 years and provides the strongest fixation in ACL repair. Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for a free orthopedic consultation today.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for spring bonus offers at your Northland Ford dealers, where you can save big on a Ford SUV to make it all happen. Start the season off right with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on a new Ford Explorer. It's showtime. Now, for a limited time only, get 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on a new Ford Explorer. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
During the spring patio sale at Home Seasonal Concepts, get 10% off sale prices. Plus, no money down, 3-year special financing, and free shipping on purchases of $4.99 or more. The spring patio sale going on now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Gun ownership in the U.S. is on the rise. Miguel Marquez reports on how mass shootings and the pandemic have helped stimulate the country's appetite for guns.
Meet Jen and Shelby.
Why can't I get it?
They don't want their last names used. They are friends, colleagues, gun enthusiasts.
What gun or guns do you own now?
I have a Ruger and a Rossi, both rifles.
Both from Long Island, New York City adjacent, both professionals. Jen has her permit, but is yet to buy a handgun.
And why do you want to buy a handgun?
I've been wanting to buy one for years. I'm also someone that lives alone for a couple of years now, so probably for safety mostly, but I do enjoy coming to the ranges and shooting.
She's trying them out, seeing which one is the best fit for her. Shelby, like many Americans, made the decision to arm up during the pandemic.
Do you feel safer having a gun?
I do.
Why?
Because I'm not sure the chaos is over, and I just feel like a lot of people have guns, and it would be good to have. I'm a single female. I live on my own, and why not protect myself?
The number of both state and national instant criminal background checks, a check required before one can purchase a gun, and a rough indicator of how many people are either purchasing or possibly being issued a gun permit, surged during the pandemic, from under 30 million to nearly 40 million. Today, in states like New York, officials say there's a backlog of gun permit applications, with more applying every day.
The licensing agencies are inundated with applications. During COVID, the applications quadrupled.
Even in a state like New York, where gun ownership is highly regulated, business at South Shore Sportsman, never better.
40% of my clientele comes from New York City.
From New York City?
Yep.
The 5 boroughs?
Yep.
All 5?
Yep. Staten Island to the Bronx.
And what are they buying?
Handguns if they have a license, like the gentleman that just left, or shotguns.
Right.
By checking
Nothing
the
in the
chamber.
For many, the constant headlines about crime drives them to gun ownership. For others, it's the mass shootings and the fear of not having a gun if everyone else does.
What effect do all these shootings and major events have on your business?
In the immediate aftermath, in most states, it would lead to an increase in sales because everybody looks at the news, and although that's a terrible event, they say the same thing. There's going to be a new law.
So there's a rush to get in to buy a gun.
A rush to get the stuff that they think they're going to lose.
So who out there is buying guns and why? We met a lot of people in the medical profession, retirees, housewives, all of them gun users. And it's not just concerns about the pandemic or about crime that is driving gun sales. It all becomes a bit of a feedback loop. The more they see violence, the more they're concerned they are that everyone else around them is armed, the more they feel they too need a gun. Back to you.
A Northeastern and Harvard study found that about 7.5 million people bought guns for the first time from January 2019 to April 2021. About half of those new gun owners were female. Coming up on News 8, starting spring in style. The Makers Market was helping La Crosse customers check Mother's Day shopping off their list.
And there's the Mississippi River in downtown La Crosse. You can see it starting to go over the banks and even onto the sidewalk there at this hour. Now, as we go into the next several days, that flooding is right now occurring or imminent across the Coulee region. We'll go over all the numbers across the area in the first warn forecast on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Knutson Roofing, locally owned with 18 years of experience to get your project done right the first time. Whether it's roofing, window, or siding installation, we offer reliable, dependable, and quality work we stand behind. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
This is how legends are made. Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $3,750 total cash allowance on all 2023 Silverado pickups with a turbo high-output engine. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
When your back pain is your foot's fault. This is Dean's story.
I had back pain, and I honestly didn't know where to go.
Until a friend suggested the Good Feet store.
She had to explain to me the feet are connected to the back.
And get this.
As soon as I put on those Good Feet arch supports, the pressure lifted off my back. It's like finding that missing puzzle piece. Like, yes, this is it.
Stop by for your free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Get 11% off everything at Menards. Create your dream bathroom with Sterling tubs and showers that fit your style and budget. Like the Sterling Ensemble Tub and Shower. Its durable high-gloss finish provides lasting beauty. Get one for $639.99 after 11% off. Finish the renovation with new flooring. This stylish Palmero waterproof vinyl plank flooring is durable and easy to maintain. On sale for just 99 cents per square foot after 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Goodwill starts with you every time you shop and donate.
Your support opens the door to new opportunities and creates possibilities for people with barriers to employment. When you shop Goodwill, you'll find home decor, clothing that fits your unique style, and other one-of-a-kind treasures. You'll also keep items out of the landfill, all while supporting job training, financial coaching, and more. When you shop at and donate to Goodwill, you open doors to possibilities for neighbors in your community. Goodwill starts with you.
Betting on our weather is risky business. Don't gamble with your most valuable asset. Knutson Roofing has you covered with an available 50-year guarantee on all roofs. Yes, we said an available 50-year guarantee. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
Today in La Crosse, shoppers got a chance to find all of their spring necessities. Over at the Main, shoppers got to browse through handmade goods and treats from 20 different local artists. Plenty were taking care of their Mother's Day shopping today. Baker Sarah Burns says organizing this market has helped her step out of her comfort zone.
I thought I would start hosting markets myself. I took pieces of various markets that I've attended that I really liked, and I applied it to this one. So now we have this really, really great event that happens 3 times a year.
And shoppers could also bring in donations. Money raised from fundraising efforts at the market went to La Crosse's Hunger Task Force. Well, switching gears a little bit, in Portage County here in Wisconsin, there's a bobcat that somehow clawed its way up under a car and got stuck. Check it out. The sheriff called in the cavalry to poke and prod at the frisky feline. This language is funny. Finally freeing it from the front bumper in a very swift move. The bobcat was unharmed and it was returned to the wild. Wow. Oh no. Imagine if that happened to you. I wouldn't even know what to do.
No. It can stay there. I'll just keep driving. I don't want to touch it. Well, I'm allergic to cats anyway, but like I wouldn't touch it. I'd just keep it there. I don't want to get bit.
No, I'd be like, oh.
Attacked or what have
I'd feel bad because I'd be like, oh, it's just a cat.
I do too. And you look at, well, so's a tiger. It's just a cat, but.
That's true. Okay. Well, how about the weather, Eric?
Right. In all seriousness, though, we are talking about flooding. We've been talking about this past several days. Let's go ahead and take a look here now at the latest river levels across the area, starting with, let's see who we've got here. Winona, Trempealeau, La Crosse, and Lynxville. Winona's at 17.74 feet. Trempealeau's at 650.52. La Crosse is at 15.49 major flood stage, and La Crosse is 15.5. Lynxville sitting at 628.77. Other places, Lansing is at 18.21 feet. Minnesota City is 663.31 feet. Wabasha 16.43, and Winona is at 17.74. And you're noticing, especially over towards the Wabasha area, your crest number and your actual number is going down. You'll see your crest at the first part of this week, and then it's just going to continue to go down. And we mentioned about that situation in La Crosse earlier. Eau Claire, you're sitting at 774.73 feet. You're going to go but down to 767 by the 30th. So in terms of the next several days, significant flood outlook. You can see this area right here shaded in red. That's where flooding is now occurring, or it's getting pretty darn close. I know I was coming into work earlier over towards the Brownsville area. It's starting to pick up, not over the roads, but it's right there. It's not going to take much for that to go over. So Mississippi River downtown, you can see it starting to cover the sidewalk here at the park. We're sitting at 15.49. The major flood stage is at 15.5 feet. And then we're going to go to 16.1 feet as we go into Wednesday. Now, where do we rank on the top 10? Well, we are right here. We are sitting at the 4th biggest historic crest on record. When everything is said and done, I think we're going to be going up to number 3. If this continues, we'll definitely go up to number 2. But regardless, this is the last time since 2000, or the first time since 2001, that we have seen this type of flooding. So the bottom line, just please use extra caution. The flooding is still going to be a main concern. Major flood stage will be hit this evening. It's not going to surprise me if we see it for the 10. And just please use caution. If you do see water over the roadways, just please turn around. Don't drown. Just allow yourself a few extra minutes to get to your destination. We want everybody to get to their destination safe. We have a little bit of splash and dash activity on the radar scan right now, and that will continue as we go into your overnight hours into your Monday. You see Monday afternoon, a stray shower not out of the question. Some places won't see this, but if you do see it, again, unfortunately, it's going to be a downpour. Then we get a break for Tuesday and Wednesday. Then the rain chances really ramp up as we go into Thursday, Friday, into the weekend, into Monday. So we're at 44 in La Crosse right now. 43 is the current temperature in Eau Claire. Other temperatures across the area in the 40s from top to bottom, upper 40s towards Boscobel. We take a look at the satellite radar. We have a high pressure system that's going to be in control as we go into the week. And when we get on the back end of that, it will allow us to warm up. And we're talking temperatures going into the upper 50s for Wednesday, upper 50s, low 60s for Thursday, but we have that rain chance in the forecast, and then back to the low to mid 50s for Saturday and Sunday. But again, we have the rain chances though in play, which is something that we really do not need at all for at least a good 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, thanks, Eric.
You bet.
And coming up in sports, a massive 8th inning meltdown from the Brewers you won't want to miss. And the UWL Eagles were going in for their 4th win of the weekend over in West Salem. Kate has those highlights next.
Spring is a great time to plan your next home improvement project. Call now for a free estimate on windows, doors, siding, sunrooms, decks, baths, kitchens, or flooring.
Hi, I'm Rick Teska, CEO of Strive Medicare and author of this book, The Medicare Breakdown, the Alphabet Soup of Medicare. We talk to people every day who are overwhelmed and confused by Medicare. So I've taken 40 years of experience and questions and laid it all out in simple to easy to understand terms in the Medicare Breakdown that you can get for free at going to strivemedicare.com/book or call us at 608-784-8969 or stop by our office and get your copy today.
Made with American biofuels, E15 saves drivers money, reduces emissions, and creates jobs in rural communities. Last year, when gas prices were spiking, President Biden extended summer sales of E15 and saved drivers nearly $1 per gallon in some areas. We can't afford higher gas prices this summer. We need the Biden administration to act again. Tell Senator Baldwin that President Biden must protect access to E15 and extend savings at the pump.
This is how legends are made. Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $3,750 total cash allowance on all 2023 Silverado pickups with a turbo high output engine. Visit hometownchevy.com.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Non-drowsy Claritin knocks out symptoms from over 200 allergens without knocking you out. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year. Live Claritin Clear.
This adorable shelter pet wants to meet you and your family today. The News 8 Now Pet of the Week is brought to you by
Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
The UWL softball team had 2 home doubleheaders this weekend, but due to those high river levels, they had to move their games out to West Salem. But that didn't stop the Eagles from dominating. They had 2 conference wins over UW Stout yesterday, and they were looking for 2 more today. They were up against UW River Falls. Eagles got the win in Game 1, and Remington Stark was locked in for Game 2. Here she is with the strikeout to end the first inning, and more of the same in the second. A swing and a miss on the breaking ball for the second out, and then goes right back to the same pitch for another strikeout. That ends the third. We're still tied at 0. And then the Eagles' bats would come alive. Isabel Queenan starts things off with a single into center field. A walk and a hit by pitch later. The bases are loaded for Jordan McCormick, and she pops one up to center field. That's plenty deep enough to score a run. That gives the Eagles a 1-0 lead. Eagles would score on a bases loaded walk, and then Maddie O'Brien is going to bring everybody home. A line shot to center field. All 3 runners come in to score as the Eagles would go on to win 8-0. Brewers were going for a series win against the Red Sox, down 3-0 early, but Brian Anderson is going to cut into that lead. A deep shot to right field. That clears the fence for a solo home run. Then Milwaukee would actually tie it, and then in the 7th, runners at the corners and the ball gets past the catcher. Joey Weimer comes in to score, and the Brewers now in front, but things would fall apart in the 8th. Masataka Yoshida up against Matt Bush. This ball's crushed to right field. Boston up 1. Still in the 8th, Yoshida up again, and he homers again, this time for a grand slam. That puts Boston up 12-4, part of a 9-run inning, and that would do it. Brewers fall 15-7. Up next for them in Milwaukee against the Tigers tomorrow. Twins trying to get back on track after 3 straight losses. They're at home against the Washington Nationals. Twins trailing in the 4th, but Jorge Polanco crushes this one, sends it to deep left, all the way into the concourse for a solo shot. We're all tied at 1. Same inning, 2 outs for Michael Taylor, and he has some pop to his swing, going deep to center field. Not even close. He crushed this one, and the Twins take the lead. Next inning, runners at the corners for Polanco, and this time he singles into right field. Jose Miranda comes in to score, and Polanco has his 2nd RBI of the day. Duran would get the save as the Twins win it 3-1. The Wild are playing right now on TBS. The Timberwolves tip off at 8:30 on TNT, but that's all I've got for now. We'll be right back.
At Home Furniture's 4-day sale, get $100 bonus savings on any furniture or qualifying mattress purchase over $7.99. Plus, get 10% off sale prices when you spend $19.99 or more, and get 6-year special financing. The 4-day sale, Friday through Monday at Home Furniture.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's window and door replacement experts. Our superior quality, energy-saving windows and doors from the trusted brand of Renewal by Andersen are skillfully installed by certified technicians and backed by some of the strongest transferable warranties available. Save up to 20% with 0 down and no interest or payments for up to 24 months. Visit myasherpromo.com today.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for spring bonus offers at your Northland Ford dealers, where you can save big on a Ford SUV to make it all happen. Start the season off right with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on a new Ford Explorer. It's Showtime. Now, for a limited time only, get 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on a new Ford Explorer. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Are you feeling confused or overwhelmed by all your Medicare choices? You're not alone.
These guys are phenomenal, not just from the original sign-up and registration, but service every year and holding my hand from some difficult decisions. I've had great medical service.
At Strive Medicare, we're here making Medicare simple for our Coulee region neighbors. We're located in the Social Security building in beautiful downtown La Crosse. So stop in today and get your free copy of my book, Making Medicare Simple.
Homeworld Rugs is clearing out our warehouse. Thousands of area rugs will be sold at up to 67% off. Rugs marked down hundreds of dollars. 5x8 rugs priced from $77. Room size rugs from $147. The Rug Warehouse clearance at Homeworld Rugs.
Current stage at the Mississippi River in La Crosse, 15.49 feet. We will be in major flood stage mode by the time you join us at 10.
All right. Thank you for watching.